This is Tim Hewitt-Coleman for the Urban Circle website. It's the 31st of August, it's 2008, it's the last day of winter, and it's really blowing a storm here in Wilderness Heights. We're in the forest, and this is where my father and I have been building a house in Watsonia Road. This is Watsonia Road. Runs through the forest up here in the heights, and you can see through there into the distance Watsonia Mountains running down past there, and the small holding area we're in here on the top of the mountains, or on the top of the foothills before the mountains. But what we've done is we've built, my father and I are busy here and been working for a while, some months, on building a crooked house. And I think the significance is that not in as much as the design is concerned, but really just the fact that we're physically building this thing ourselves, just me and him. My sister Lindy helping from time to time. We built the house primarily out of recycled timber that has been brought out from a site in Cape Town. In fact, my father's brother was demolishing old, you can see some of the timbers here, was demolishing an old World War II era bungalow. You can see the various strips of timber. These are mainly pieces that we can't use, but primarily the house has been made out of these recycled timbers. And the importance here for me is that what we've come to know and to understand about design and about building and about all forms of creativity really is that they belong in some way to somebody else. There's always somebody else that can sing a song a little better than us. There's always someone else that is able to build houses a little bit better than us. There's always someone that can paint a picture a little bit better than us. So the net result is that we really self-censor ourselves, and we don't ever actually do anything with our own hands for fear of not quite living up to the expectations of society and of people around us and of our friends and colleagues. But what we've done here is my father and I have just said, well, to hell with it. We can build a house ourselves, and you know what, if it doesn't live up to the expectations of those around us, to hell with all of that. The great pleasure and reward that we get out of physically building with our hands, with a cross-cut saw, with a drill machine, with a plane, working over weekends, during holidays, there's no pleasure really quite like that. And in fact, we're able to take back a little piece of space that perhaps we'd lost. You can see now inside the house we're not really quite there yet. A lot of interior fittings and furnishing still required. Everything here is still very rough. All these windows reclaimed, all of this timber that you're looking at, reclaimed stuff. You know what? This house is crooked. It's not going to make it onto top billing. But was that ever really the question? Was the question really ever, are we able to get our house onto top billing? Are we able to impress our friends? Are we able to allow our friends, through what we build, to think that we're something greater than we actually are? This house is not about any of that stuff. This house is about what it is that we're able to do, what it is that we can take pleasure in doing, and what it is that we can do in a sensitive way, with materials we have, with time that we have, with energy that we have, and with skills that we have. And this is the result and the product that we have, and we are very happy with this, as rough as it is, as uncomfortable looking as it may be. But this is the crooked house at Watsonia Street. And this is where I believe my father is going to find great joy in his retiring days, where he can spend his time not only in a comfortable space where he's not getting rained on at night, but in a space with great pride and satisfaction he can say that he built with his own two hands. That has really some importance and some significance that we shouldn't take too lightly.